Orangutan, in other words, we call it human of forest. Orangutan are the world's largest tree-climbing mammal. It is one of the humankind's closer relatives. In fact, we share nearly 97 of the same DNA. Orangutan are known as gardener of the forest because they play a vital role in seed dispersal and in maintaining the health of the forest ecosystem. Orangutan are among the most intelligent primates because they're born with the ability to reason and think. Orangutan have a characteristic ape-like shape, shaggy reddish fur, and a grasping hand and feet. Their powerful arms are stronger and longer than their legs and can reach 2 meters in length, long enough to touch their ankles when they stand. They also have a long coat of dark hair on their back, and they are sexually dimorphic. Male orangutan can weigh over 90 kg, while the female weighs between 30 to 50 kg. There are 3 species of orangutan, the Bornean, Sumatran, and Tapanulin, which differ a little in appearance and behavior. Habitat: mainly arboreal and inhabit tropical rainforests, particularly lowland dendrocarp and all secondary forests. They spend nearly their entire life in trees, swinging in treetops and building nests for sleep. Cycle: orangutan can live up to 50 years in wild. Female first reproduce between 10 to 15 years of age. They give birth at most once every 5 years, and the interval between the baby can be as long as 10 years.
Unfortunately, natural enemies have not been the only threat throughout the last centuries. Between 1999 and 2015, the population of orangutans in Borneo has declined by 50%. Approximately 100,000 to 150,000 individuals were lost in just 16 years.
The fires that raise vast swaths of Indonesia and Borneo every year are having a lasting health impact on regions critically endangered orangutans that threatens them with extinction. Fires have been traditionally used for slash and burning farming. However, when the fire coincides with an El Nino year, which result in a longer than normal dry season, they can burn out of control. The fires, which is nearly all cases, are started to clear land for plantation, such as oil palm, reduce the availability of food for orangutans, pushing them into starvation mode. The smoke emits huge amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere from the fire, weakens the immune system and damages their DNA, and they suffer from respiratory disease and are unable to feed. On top of this, we may see many other life-threatening injuries to rescued orangutans, such as burn and infected wound, as well as serious psychological and emotional issues. While orangutans' numbers are also affected by the illegal pet trade, particularly for baby orangutans. Each year, many orangutans are smuggled from their habitats in Borneo and Sumatra to Java and overseas. The exact number of great apes that enter the pet trade is unknown, but orangutans make up the majority of the victims. Like all great apes, orangutans have slow life histories and for the first few years of their lives are docile, sweet and gentle. However, at around 5 years of age, an orangutan already has the strength of an adult male human and by maturity will be as strong as 5 to 7 adult male human, with an unpredictable and possibly aggressive nature that makes them unsuitable as pets. At this stage, many pet orangutans are killed or kept in confinement. Easier access and encroachment of people into the orangutans forest also leads to increased hunting of orangutans for meat, babies and skulls, and more recently for orangutan penises, as well as meat consumed as bush meat. Body parts find their way into medicinal products or become tourist souvenirs. When adult females are killed, the babies can be sold as part of illegal pet trade, and the skulls of the dead may be used to create souvenirs that are sold illegally throughout Kalimantan. One of the more complex issues in orangutan conservation is the hunting of orangutans by local people for food, something conservationists have often shied away from dealing with for fear of offending local sensitivities.
Now, I would like you to ask yourself some questions. How much do you know about your products that you choose to use and eat? So, do you know where they come from and from what source they are made of? It's probably pretty obvious if they are organic, free-range, nut-free or gluten-free. But are they palm oil-free? So, if your typical day is anything like I described before, then chances that you are using palm oil is at least 11 times a day, and that is not good. Why? This is because you are contributing to the extinction of orangutan. It goes by many names, but it is most commonly known as palm oil.
Oil derived from the palm fruit is easy to extract, has a higher yield than other types of vegetable oils, and can be used in dozens of products. But the proliferation of palm oil also poses a massive environmental threat. Each year, palm oil plantations destroy millions of acres of forested land, create billions of tons of carbon pollution, and kill endangered wildlife. All of this makes the palm oil industry one of the worst environmental offenders on the planet. In 2015, over 62,000 square miles around the world, much of it former forests, were committed to palm oil plantations. That's an area 4 times the size of Switzerland. Palm oil is one of the top 3 drivers of deforestation in Indonesia, a country that supplies more than half of global demand. Each year in Indonesia, fires are set to clear forested lands to make way for palm oil production. Just last year, over 10,000 square miles were torched, creating fires so big they could be seen from outer space. All of this unleashes massive amounts of carbon into the air. Fires in 2015 added more than 2 billion tons of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere.
Here is a footage of an orangutan fighting for its home that is being destroyed by humans. A lot of them died because of palm oil deforestation, killed and kept as pets, and they will become extinct. It's never too late to stop this. Well, change starts with you. Let us save orangutans together.
Hello and Assalamualaikum guys. Today I will talk about saving orangutans in Malaysia. So let's join our animal lover community. So orangutans are the world's largest tree climbing mammals, but their forest habitat in Indonesia and Malaysia is rapidly disappearing, putting the future of Asia only great pain in peril. So let's be a fundraiser, much needed awareness. So orangutan are known as gardeners of the forest. They play a vital role in seed disposal and maintaining the health of the forest ecosystem, which is important for people and also for other animals. So let's save our Bornean orangutans together. So it actually helps their survival and unlock the sanctuary and care for aged and also national orangutans in Borneo that have been rescued from hunting or captivity. Build, maintain cages, observe wild orangutan and follow for research, and engage in processing for your wildlife conservation efforts. So let's volunteer at this place to see orangutans in Borneo. Thank you.
One of the things that you can do to protect orangutan is to avoid the product that contain unsustainable palm oil. This is because the massive expansion of palm oil plantation in Borneo and Sumatra is the main threat to the survival of orangutan population in the world. The 2 major affected countries in the expansion are Indonesia and Malaysia, home of the orangutans. Some research indicate in 2007 that oil palm plantations are the leading cause of rainforest destruction in Malaysia and also Indonesia. Another study reported that between 1990 and 2005, up to 60% of palm oil expansion occurred at the expense of primary tropical rainforest. The establishment of palm oil plantations has been a disaster not only for orangutan but also for the other endangered wildlife. Other than that, you can also protect orangutans by supporting a charitable organization that you know. There are plenty of amazing related conservation organizations out there for you to join. For instance, the most well-known conservation organization is WWF, next Orangutan Foundation, Sumatra Orangutan Society, and so on. If you are truly passionate about protecting orangutans and have the ability, there's a lot you can do to show it. For example, you may subscribe their website or follow their official fan page on Facebook to get the latest information about orangutans. Make a small donation, buy a t-shirt, another product, or even adopt an orangutan if it is possible. A small action can go for a long way.